Hey guys, welcome back to This Week in Housing. Today, we're going to spend a little bit of time going over the primary factors that affect the trends that we see in our marketplace. But by the end of this video, I want to go over something very interesting with you guys that's happening that whether you're buying or selling, you need to be aware of. First, let's look at those primary factors affecting the market. We've got new listings, new pendings, and new closings. Now this week in housing, we had 221 new listings that were taken by our agents, 239 new pendings, and only 205 new closings. So what I want you guys to focus on is what's different from last week. Well, we've got more listings that were taken, more pendings that happened, and fewer closings. Now that's normal because last week it was the end of a month, but it's 80 less. That's not a small number. So we have a lot less closings this week than last week and just a little bit more listings and a little bit more new pendings. What happened, the result of this, is last week we had 1,309 homes for sale in our marketplace, and as of this week we only have 1,273. So as you can see, it's continuing to trend even deeper into a seller's market than we already were last week. And it's because of the relationship that happened last week with all of the closings we have. Now, we should expect it to slightly reverse unless something crazy happens throughout the week. The median market price is now $248,600. So that's up, but not very much. And that's typical. Whenever you have people getting full price for their house and not having to negotiate down as much, it's gonna slowly rise like that from time to time. Days on market stayed very consistent. It's at 63, no change whatsoever. And the reason for that is right now with everything going on with COVID, sometimes things are taking a little bit longer on the banking side between contract and close. So even if they got a contract a little bit faster, if the lending process took a little bit longer from short staff, this should stay about the same. So we're seeing exactly what we expect. However, one interesting thing that's going on, I want to talk to you guys about right now. That's that we had 40 listings that went from pending back to active. 40 listings last week that went from pending back to active. Now that's gonna happen from time to time, but why 40? What's going on that's making that number be so high? Because what that means is if you go under contract, you have a 16.7% chance that you're gonna have to go back on the market even after you've got a contract. What's going on here that's making that happen? Well, there's a shortage of houses in the marketplace right now. And so some of the savvy buyer's agents, what they're doing is they're telling their buyers, hey, look at the photography, look at the 3D digital tour if the agent has one of those. If you like what you see, let's go ahead and make an offer on it because Georgia, South Carolina, these are due diligence states. We can back out in our 14 days of due diligence if that's what we have, and we don't even lose our earnest money. We still get to keep that. And so these agents are utilizing that time to sometimes write contracts on properties sight unseen. And so if you're thinking about buying, that might be a strategy you want to take advantage of so your dream house doesn't disappear off the market before you get in there. Now, if you're representing the seller, you need to make sure they're aware of this. You need to make sure that if they're looking at offers and some are coming from agents that haven't been in that house, they're aware that this might not make it all the way to closing. This person hasn't even seen the house. I'm not saying don't accept it. You decide between you and your clients what's best. But you need to know that this is happening. That way it's not a shock on the back end because people, they're not going to get upset about what happens. They're going to get upset about missed expectations. And so it's my job as an agent to make sure my clients are informed this is a possibility. And as long as I'm honest with them about that, then if it does happen, they're not going to say, I thought it was all clear to close from here. I need them to be ready for this situation should it arise. So just at a quick level, you now know exactly what's going on in our marketplace today. If you want more information about what's going on specifically in your neighborhood, I'm here to help. Please don't hesitate to reach out. And if not, I'll look forward to seeing you guys next week for This Week in Housing.